So good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to present about the study of meta faults that affect to the local community. And my name is Prathanavadi Konwai.
Sasikham.
And the statement of the problem nowadays, the northern part of the Thailand that we live is many earthquake in the past 2 or 3 years and causing damage to the historic site and building. It also affect villagers who live nearby earthquakes area. Organizers have seen this problem, so we decided to study this problem, research and find the information about the cause of this earthquake. We have been found that Meta fault is active fault zone, so the organizer decided to study about the rocks on the left and right side around the area of Meta fault, how they are similar or different by using geological characteristics from rocks that can be found in general. In addition, we will study the lifestyle of villagers who living around the Meta village who around this area about the style of their lifestyle. And the project, the organizer decided to use the map sections 1 to 15,000 to export the area of Meta for which is Meta District, Rampur Province, and Mae On District, Chiang Mai Province. After that, we plan to export and correct some stone on the left and right side of Meta fault rise. So we start export at the southern part to the northern part of Meta fault line. We will see the geological characteristic that show how the stone layer of Meta fault move. After that, after the export is finished, we will bring a symbol of the stone, correct, analyze the suriname or the strange difference by using geological characteristic. And the last one, the survey also explore the lifestyle of people around that area by using questionnaire photosis and concluded. Survey result we survey on 10 to 13 April 2019. First,
So we have found out that the landscape of this place is surrounded by the mountains, and among the mountain there is a river which is Meta River, and we see that many people or many local people they have live in there near the fault, and they use agriculture. They have agriculture. They do their product. They do their job there, and we think that it is quite dangerous for them to live there near the fall because when it moves, they can get a lot of effects on it.
so we start exporting. The right side is bar quartz stone. It's very hardness and has convection scratch. Found at Doi Yao Village, Meta District, and Rampur Province. And the left side is gray quartz sandstone. Can be used hand to crack the stone and has convection scratch. Found at Tung Thong Quang Village, Meta District, and Rampur Province. And next, on the way up to the Doi Wat Meta District, Rampur Province, right side, the rock are a written stone and the surface of the stone has graining. If the hand is rubbed, the sliding will feel the skin slippery. However, if rubbed in the opposite direction, will feel it is crushed. We found a scorable quartz right and a slash of a stone. This forms the action of Meta fault as left strike slip for outscoring. And at the guard at Takat Road, Meta District, Rampur Province, we found a gray quartz sandstone and there is a small skull that form Meta fault that has compression scratch and the slash of stone make the stone layer piercing on the both sides of the tray with a blade called the fault strike. After that, at the spot called they are cannot to distinguish the type of stone because the combination is small and large. All of this is the influence of Meta fault moving. It make a big stone with a small stone. On the way up to the Prathat Doi Noi, Meta District, Rampur Province, the right side has pyrite rock and a large quartz high compression of shale rock. This area has a stone compaction. We are accept that this area nearby the fault because the shale rocks transform to the pyrite rock. And behind the SAO of the Tanya, we found granite rock that decay but still the strange. Granite rock that decay is caused by the compaction of Faro Brazil.
So this is what we think could happen because like there are two mountains among the surround around the river, and the river is between two mountains. So we think that the fault is in the middle of the river because faults can cause like mountains, and in the river there are so many rocks, and we see that there are like gray quartz stone in that side, and that side it has red quartz stone. So it is different. And we also found out that it has like fault breccia. Fault breccia we can only find in place that had fault because normally like rock is separate in layers. The big stone gonna be on the under and the small stone is on the top. But the fault breccia is like when it moves, the fault is moved, the rock under and the upper got mixed together. So we found out it in that way. So we think that the fault is in the middle of Meta River.
And the conclusion, the study and exploration of geological characteristics of Meta fault area, the south is found that the stone type or the both side of the fault has different color and strength. The right side is brown quartz sandstone and also contains gravel stone. The left part is gray quartz sandstone and found a slash of stone nearby Meta fault line. Metaphora is red strip fall out. We found quartz line in the stone layer and fault breccia. As a result of the compaction of the rock at fault line, the rocks are broken into different sizes, some of them very delicate, which are found in the middle of the fault line. We can see it very clear by satellite imagery.
And from our survey, we have found that people there, they don't really know what fault is, and people know that they have many of earthquake, but they don't know that the place they are living has like fault. So we would like to tell them about the rock. Like if you see fault breccia on this area, you shouldn't like have do that job there because it is dangerous when it moves.
And that is all about our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
ขอบคุณครับขอเชิญท่านคณะกรรมการครับ
พอดีลงแม่ทาบ่อยนะครับ จะเห็นว่าพื้นที่แม่ทาเนี่ยมีความอุดมสมบูรณ์เนาะ
ครับ
ความอุดมสมบูรณ์เกี่ยวกับเพาะปลูกอะไรต่างๆ มันจะเกี่ยวข้องกับโครงสร้างที่ลูกไปค้นพบไหมอะโครงสร้างสายคอร์สหรือว่าโครงสร้างของทางธรณีวิทยามันเกี่ยวข้องกับความอุดมสมบูรณ์ไหมอะครับ
So like when the fault moved, it get like the natural under the ground up. So that's the reason why we found that people like have like agriculture job near the fault, and that's the dangerous because like they do that job near the fault, and when it's moved, they get like a lot of effect. To it.
The summary of effect like they lost their house because is the house was not, and you can see that on the
Like some of like the tree or the plants that they plant is like it get moved and it's got destroyed, or some place their house which they live right there because it's like a good place for agriculture, so people live there more, and it is dangerous for them when it moved. The house got cracked, and yeah, also like the historical place like temples, it's dangerous for them too.
We suggest that about 5 kilometers from there to about the fault and their house, because we
So I mean they can live there because we don't know the exact place,
It's-
but like if they see the rock that
Rocks.
we found out like fault bricks here, it's you should like be aware from that place or just live like not shouldn't like go around that place.
What's the recent activity around that fault? How many earthquakes?
So in the past, about like it has like every year.
years, but
What's the intensity?
about 2.3 Richter. Yeah, about that.
It's a north-south fault in general. So when you say left-right, you mean west-east?
The left line that we go, we study about the rocks, but the meta fault is from the southern to the northern part, and when it move like and when it move, we can
So like by what we mean like left and right.
yeah
It's
Yeah.
like east and west.
yes.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. And there's Lumpang volcano and a few other things. Is that near the fault or is that far off the fault?
Actually, in Lampang there is another fall which is called
แม่จันไม่ใช่แม่จันขอโทษครับร้อย turn fault
yeah turn fall.
turn fault
ครับผมขอบคุณครับขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับกลุ่มนี้อีกครั้งหนึ่งครับ